Water is life, but history proves it can also be deadly. Across centuries, armies, explorers and survivalists have faced the relentless danger of contaminated water. Diseases spread faster than bullets or swords, and honestly, countless lives were lost simply because water, the most essential resource, carried invisible enemies. Even in modern times, the Centers for Disease Control reports thousands of deaths annually in the United States alone from waterborne illness. On this channel we explore the survival logic behind historical practices, and today we're diving into a method both primitive and astonishingly effective, using plants as natural water filters. Before we get into the science and techniques, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow history enthusiasts, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Warcraft Survival so you never miss the survival secrets history has buried for centuries. Historically, humans have always been forced to innovate when it comes to clean water. Soldiers marching across muddy battlefields, settlers moving through dense forests, and pioneers crossing rivers all face the same dilemma: drink the water and risk death, or find a way to purify it with limited tools. While today we rely on modern filters and chemical treatments, ancient methods often relied on observation and an intimate knowledge of the natural world. One technique, supported by both historical accounts and modern scientific studies, harnesses the very vascular system of plants to remove dangerous bacteria. The process begins with understanding xylem tissue, the plant's own lifeline. Xylem moves water and nutrients from the roots to the leaves through a series of tiny overlapping cells. These cells are separated by microscopic membranes, and it turns out that these membranes can act as a natural filter. Water flowing from one cell to the next passes through pores small enough to block harmful bacteria while allowing liquid to continue moving. This principle was demonstrated in a modern study at MIT, which showed that pine tree xylem could remove all detectable bacteria from contaminated water. What's fascinating is that the method mirrors practices that ancient peoples may have used instinctively, observing which plants could safely transport water without sickness following its consumption. To apply this method, historical and modern experimentation suggests using healthy, actively growing plants. Grapevines, for example, have been shown to work remarkably well. A long section of vine, when properly oriented from root to leaf, can siphon contaminated water into a clean container. Timing, plant health, and proper orientation are key. Cutting the vine and immediately placing the cut end in water prevents the xylem from collapsing and ensures continuous flow. Over a period of hours, water dripping from the vine is significantly cleaner, often free of harmful bacteria such as E. coli. Early civilizations might not have had laboratory tests, but through trial and error, they likely learned which plants could safely be used in emergencies, saving countless lives. Beyond grapevines, other woody plants like pine cypress or even certain types of hardwoods can serve the same purpose. In practice, bark is often removed from branches to ensure consistent flow, and care is taken to prevent contamination from the environment while collecting filtered water. This was a survival necessity during historical military campaigns, where soldiers relied on natural sources in unfamiliar territory. Knowing the correct species, understanding the season and weather impact on plant health, and observing water flow were survival skills passed down through generations. These lessons remind us that survival is not just about tools, but about knowledge and observation, an intimate dialogue with the natural world. The real lesson for modern enthusiasts, whether exploring historical survival techniques or preparing for extreme situations, is the intersection of science and practical ingenuity. Ancient practices often worked because they were tested over centuries, refined through observation, and grounded in the reality of immediate survival. A grapevine or pine branch is more than just a plant. It is a natural technology developed by evolution and understood through centuries of human trial. Today, we can reproduce these methods safely, supported by scientific validation, and gain insight into how our ancestors survived under harsh conditions. It also highlights the resourcefulness required to endure in history, using what's at hand, understanding the principles behind it, and acting decisively. Even with modern conveniences, studying these primitive techniques offers valuable insight. Learning to use plants as water filters teaches patience, observation, and respect for natural systems, all skills critical to both historical understanding and practical survival. While the method may not remove viruses, it dramatically reduces bacterial contamination and, most importantly, offers a low-tech solution when modern methods are unavailable. For anyone interested in survival history, fieldcraft, or the ingenuity of past generations, these lessons are invaluable. They demonstrate the blend of biology, environmental awareness and problem-solving that made survival possible long before bottled water existed. In conclusion, the knowledge embedded in natural filtration is a survival legacy worth understanding and preserving. Ancient methods, grounded in observation and tested by necessity, are far from outdated. They are evergreen tools for anyone seeking to understand how humans have endured against the odds. Whether you're a history enthusiast, a documentary lover, or someone passionate about survival, exploring these techniques adds depth to your understanding of human resilience. Don't just read or watch. Apply, experiment safely, and learn from nature itself. Remember to like this video, share it with friends who are fascinated by survival history, comment with your thoughts or experiences using primitive water filtration, and subscribe to Warcraft Survival. Every click helps preserve the history and ingenuity of human survival, and ensures you never miss a secret from the past that could one day save your life.